What are we also doing on these platforms? What is Alan doing? He's doing clickbait. So a lot of times you don't even
Not
see.
she throwing you in the mix.
The whole conversation.
She said Alan doing clickbait.
You get to see the hot part. You get to see the drama unfold before you even get to see it warm up to the hot part. So at the end of the day, what did she say after that? Thank you. You don't know.
Well, that's the
I love you, Jada.
Exactly. You gotta tune in. At the end of the day, you don't know what she's saying. And if I'm telling you my perspective on my experiences, that's just my experience. That doesn't mean that everyone else has to follow my lead. That's not the point. And I get you saying that we have a responsibility, but at the same time, we're all adults.
We are, but when I say it's delusional, I said it's delusional as a reality for everyone.
Right.
That it's delusional. That's not going to be the reality. That's not going to be the reality for most people.
So everyone should be mad at Beyonce, at Cardi B, at all the women who were singing their songs and they're talking about, oh, he paddocked me, he this, he that, like da 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 da. Like everyone's getting that information fed to them by everyone else, but that is their experience. They're still singing the songs. They're still being influenced by just everyone in general.
I feel like this conversation has something to do with comparison.
Yeah.
How did this start? What did I
Okay.
miss?
Play it. Run it.
Honestly, I'm spoiled.
No, as soon as they said it's sports, it's going to be a ticket. Go ahead.
What's that mean? Just
What's that range?
because it's good insight. Because we just have these hypothetical conversations all the time. But just somebody you're like in the top 1% of girls that's actually you're exposed to that life, right? Like so.
Yeah.
But at least he said
What
it.
is you say you're spoiled? What does that mean?
So what did y'all miss?
Spoiled means I need you to be able to keep up with my lifestyle if you want to be with me.
What does
I'm
that
not
mean?
asking you
Ladies,
to
take
pay my
notes. Take notes because it'll work on the simp. I have a lifestyle I expect to keep. Yep.
myself, you should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't depend on you to be able to handle what I have on my plate, then there's no reason for me and me and you to be together, because that means you're gonna hold me back, and that means I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean, though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, number
45, 50.
$50,000 a month. So you need $50,000 a month.
What is true? I can give you the paperwork right now.
No,
Listen.
no, I'm not saying that you're not getting it. But hold on. You got a contract?
Listen.
You sign contract? They sign contracts?
But if you allow me, let's say my partner doesn't allow me to work, I am going to look at you and say, are you paying all my bills?
That's it.
Because in order for me to sit down, somebody have to pay all my bills. And not just my bills. I need extra money, because you can't give me my bill money and then I'm left with nothing.
Yeah.
I need money to save too.
You're flat. Yep.
And that's honestly, that's what really becomes expensive, because my bills alone are already really high.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit more, not just for hair and nails and stuff, but I need a little bit more because I need to be able to save, and I need a backup, because after we break up or anything happens in between me and you, I need security until I can find not another job, but you know what I mean? So I can get back into what I used to do before. I don't require my man to do it. Do I expect it? Yes.
And it begins.
Honestly, that was a better clip of her.
Because see how
That
y'all
was a way better clip
see
of
how
her.
y'all was digging in me. That was
a way better
trying to
clip.
dig a grave for me.
Because she did say at the end she doesn't require it. She expects it.
I have a question. What does the man get out of all this?
Oh my!
No, good question.
Ask
The girl.
question.
Very
I bet
good
it is a
question.
good question.
Wait, you said what? The girl?
Here we go.
No, this is a serious question.
My presence is a gift.
No. See, you trying to set me up. I'm asking a serious question, just like as a man that does not date the top.
He's asking for
1%.
clarity.
I'm asking for
Yeah,
clarity. Like,
I think it's stupid for a woman to say, "Oh yeah, you just get me." Like, of course, a man is gonna react to that. Like, what? Like, and especially a lot of guys were reacting to her like, "Oh, you ran through the industry, ran through you. Like, who's gonna pay that?" But she did say, right? She did say, it's not a requirement; it's expected. She did also say that she's keeping up. She does this herself. So if you want her to sit down and not work, that's why she's gonna be like, all right, then you got to pay for everything. Because if you don't want me to work, then
what do
you know.
Get out of
No,
what do you want? What do you
sorry.
get from your woman?
I'm sorry. One second. I heard all that.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, what do you get? No, please. She was already answering. I
Okay.
thought she was answering my question, but she just repeated this.
just-
Because obviously you don't get much. You just get the woman. Like, like let's be for real. You don't get much. You get the woman. And I don't agree with that per se, right? But at the same time, like I said, like she said, for her, this is her words. If you're telling me to sit down, then that's what I need.
As a woman, I'm going to answer it.
Okay, please do.
What you get is a woman who knows how to make money, run a business. She's obviously needs a partner who can, meet her where she is. Maybe you guys can run businesses together. Obviously, she has a mind enough to bring in that income that a lot of people can't bring in.
Okay.
She owns properties. Obviously, I know this because this is a friend of mine. So she, again, people have properties that they Airbnb out, whatever. At the end of the day, you get someone who's not just a person that has to depend on you, which you guys complain about also. So I don't understand what you guys want from women.
But if she's asking for 50K, then she's depending
not
on that
asking
person.
for the 50K. She's saying that at least you have to meet me where I'm at. She didn't say, oh, you have to give me 50K a month. She's just saying, I don't want someone slowing me down. That's it. What's so wrong with saying I don't want someone to slow me down?
No one ever said anything was wrong with that. I'm asking like a clarifying question.
So my question
is,
is,
what do I receive if I'm giving you $50,000 a month? What do I receive? And I'm besides sex, what am I getting?
I don't think that you're giving someone $50,000 a month. I think that, okay, if my rent is this and you require me, for example, she probably bartends. If you're telling me that you don't want me to be bartending or being in the nightlife, then where else am I going to get that percentage of my income? So I think that for certain men that she dates, maybe that just gives them the what is it? The security. All right, my girl doesn't have to be in the nightlife. And this is someone that I care about or love. So, hey, that's what they require, that person specifically. I'm not saying that this is normal for everybody that dates, but I'm just saying in her life, that's probably a reason, that's what that pays for.
I'm just asking, what do I get? I don't
Rome.
He's like, I still don't understand. You just get the girl, Rome. That's it.
I think I have an answer to that question, right?
We know you do.
I think, no, seriously. I feel like for men like us, it doesn't make sense because we don't value what she has to offer, right? The face it's just a face. Okay, there's a million pretty girls out there. That does nothing for me, right? I could care less about your clout. I could care less about people thinking, oh, you're Ayisha Diaz. That doesn't matter to me, right? But there are men out there that actually has value, right? They feel that it maybe it makes them look bigger. Maybe it adds to them somehow as a man. For some, some men think that way, right? So I think it's a situation where the piece has to fit the puzzle. We're just not the puzzle piece that fits that. You get where I'm coming from? Because we don't value what she has to offer.
But what does she have
some
to
men
offer?
do.
You don't know her. What is it that she's bringing to the table? Tell me. You tell me because you know her so well.
I just asked you.
Listen, he just asked you, and what I'm saying, the conclusion.
I'm saying in general because we are not in her position. We're not in her relationship, so we don't know what she's bringing to the table.
But the conclusion that I'm coming to is because he's basically stating, from what I see, I don't understand what she could possibly have to offer that's worth $50,000, and I'm just telling him that maybe this is just not the situation for him because he doesn't value what she has to offer. Okay. But there are men out there that actually value that.
And that's true. That's true because there's always, for women to be able to speak like that, there's a reason.
Yeah,
right.
It's because she's experienced that. That's why she says it so confidently.
It's fine.
So that means that there is men out there that are willing to do it.
So it's kind of like a status thing. It's like, hey, I've been with Ayisha Diaz.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a man, but Mo, the way Mo just broke it down, I think that's logical.
That might play a part because, truthfully,
I mean,
I personally know guys who would probably go the extra mile, right, to sleep with her, not necessarily to be with her, right, just to say that they slept with her.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming
That's
from?
What I'm saying. So how do you get from sleeping with you to then we're in a relationship and I'm paying you $50,000?
You know this for a fact.
I know what for a fact.
That you know that there are people who have gone the extra mile to sleep with her.
Well, see, I understand.
I said that's not what I said.
That is what I understand.
That's not what I said.
But that's not always the people that
that's
get
not what I said. I said I know people who would probably go the extra mile just to be able to say that they slept with her. You know, this is no reflection on her. I'm speaking to the other side, which is which is from the man's perspective. That's all I'm saying.
So you're in a relationship, right?
Correct.
Do you go 50-50?
No.
So you provide more. You have the higher percentage. And let's just be honest, you're with a big booty baddie.
No.
You're not with a big booty baddie?
Well, that first of all, you're talking about his girlfriend, so
you're
he's not going to allow you
You're
to
with a
speak.
beautiful woman who's curvilicious and popular.
No, I'm with a woman with a good heart.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but at the end
Love
of the day,
that for you.
but at
Love
the end
that
of the
for
day,
you.
you're with a person who's sought after, and a lot of people would probably be willing to, like, broke men don't have the same chance that a man like you have.
Well, that's not true because not at the beginning, but there was a time in our relationship when I was going through it financially. And to be honest with you, the reason I value her so much is because at the time when things were really tough for me, she was right there with me, and none of that mattered.
So how do we know that Ayisha doesn't provide that? Because he's saying, what do I get for that? What do I get for that? So what are you getting for being there for this woman? What do you get?
What I'm getting is the person who I've taken responsibility for now takes responsibility for me. And it's not about what I can provide. It's not about what I have. It's about me.
Okay, so when this person says, all right, you can meet me where I'm at, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not a good woman, or I'm not good to you, or I don't provide X, Y, and Z for you. So that's why I think people it's misconstrued, because just because I am at this point in my life, that doesn't mean that I don't have anything to provide to you.
Yeah, but
that's why I feel as though people are being like.
But when Rome asked for clarity and you said this is your friend, you didn't mention, but you didn't mention any of these things.
Because
and he asked for clarity.
Because I'm saying if we're talking,
he didn't say what is he paying for. He said, what is the man getting out of this?
So what am I?
What am I getting in return? And you didn't mention any of the things that I'm saying.
The people who interviewed her should have asked her that question, so she could have answered.
They could have,
right, and that didn't happen.
Clip, it may have happened, but like the most I heard was property management.
Okay, what I'm saying is she's not a person that she's not a person that's like, oh, like I need you to pay for this and I have nothing else to bring to the table. That's what I'm saying. So not only does the woman is the woman bringing something to the table, but obviously she's a person that can hold a relationship together for other reasons.
What are the reasons?
I'm not in the relationship, but obviously I know this is a good person. So why would I say here
I never said
allow people to dog her?
And
He said a good person was enough.
She
has a good heart. Everyone, Ayisha Diaz has a good heart.
She's a sweetheart.
Let's do this. Can we speak in general terms, right? Because I don't want to speak about Ayisha Diaz, because I'm not speaking about Ayisha Diaz. I'm speaking about the situation.
Okay.
You understand? So can we kind of pull it away from the Ayisha Diaz of it all and let's speak to women that have this expectation?
Yeah, Jada's just defending her friend.
Because I strongly believe that when Rome is asking, what do I get from this? He's not speaking specifically of Ayisha Diaz, but he's speaking in a situation like this, where this is the expectation of the woman. What am I getting in return?
So when you enter a relationship with a woman, are you getting abused or something? Like, what is happening? Like, when for example, like, no, I'm serious. Like, when you enter a relationship with something, obviously they have that nurturing or that loving thing that attracts. Well, then I don't know. I think that's stupidity then. Because if you enter in a relationship with someone who's cold-hearted and is just like, oh, give me the money, I don't think that's reality.
And yeah, but in these days and times, like, let's be honest.
Well, I don't know about that.
People put up a facade, and although people pretend to be this and be that, and then what happens is once you guys get locked in and then they get comfortable and then the truth comes out.
It's tested.
You know, I mean, it's funny you say this, because if that's the case, then I could say then women are stupid, because you constantly speak about women getting abused by men or getting done wrong. I mean, is it because they're stupid that they're in these relationships?
Maybe. Then
there it is.
That's what you've come up with. Then all right.
No, I'm actually speaking in relation to what you're saying. If you're saying that, why would a man get into a situation like that? You constantly speak from this perspective of women getting done wrong by men. So, okay, so why would they get into those relationships?
Me and Ayisha just had a conversation. She's like, I'm going to be married. But she said she was proposed to 4 times and that she would never be in that lifestyle that Ayisha Diaz is in. But at the same time, why are you not married then? Why? Say it. Say why.
Because of my own doings.
So you're the problem.
I could say that. I have been the problem, yes.
Okay, well.
And that's why you go to therapy and work on yourself and, become better.
I'm like, she didn't even expect you to say that.
She did.
I'm just saying. I'm just going off my own experience.
So I
Yeah.
Like, why are you being accountable? We're women. We're not supposed to
You
be
know,
accountable.
like I've learned from my mistakes. I'm sorry.
Okay, Amanda, what in your relationships, are you the problem?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
Amanda's a baby still. She gotta experience life a little bit more.
I mean, that's very general. Have I been the problem sometimes? Am I the problem overall? I don't think so.
How was that general? If she said the first one wasn't general.
No, yeah.
Is that crazy to you?
Okay, so in your
No,
relationships,
because
have you
I
been
will
the
say
problem?
no, but if
Of course. All right.
I will say no, of course, but I'm like, there's plenty of situations in past relationships that I can say I've been the problem, you know, they've been the problem, different things overall. Like that's a different question.
Maze of like non-accountability. So
What?
just no.
Well, we
No,
know
not
you've been
really.
the problem, Rome, 'cause
Absolutely.
Okay, so how about you? Have you been the problem?
In relation,
Exactly.
in
Go ahead.
relationships, yes, I've contributed to the issues as well.
Absolutely.
Right. So sometimes it just longevity is not just based off of the person who it's a two-way street. So it's like and a lot of times, I'm sorry that I'm gonna say this, but a lot of times the men be the problem.
No, what?
The men be the problem.
From your perspective.
I haven't
be the
been in that
problem.
much relationships, I should say. So I
There you
can't,
go. See,
I can't
she needs more
really
experience.
account for men always being the problem. I can't agree with
You
you
got
on
no
that.
I didn't say
tonight.
all. I didn't say always, but for the most part, men be the problem. Chat.
Mike.
Yo, you can't do nothing
I know.
with Mo.
I'm fucking with
I
you.
don't know how she do it. Girl,
He
you
like
can't do
an
shit.
old school
I would
traditional
hate to
man.
be at their house.
That's not true.
Can we have a drink?
Great guy.
I know you are, but
I'm,
there's no
an
fun.
amazing man.
Let me know that no fun at Mo's. Don't go to Mo's house, baby girl. No Uno.
You remember Rico said he didn't want his girl to laugh. Remember that?
Oh my
That
God.
was not laughing.
That's crazy.
Sophia, thank you for being you.
Going on.
That's fine.
I said thank you for being
I'm
you.
glad she took you off the mark. All right? Have no fun, guys. Live it up.